The Nexari were a serious species. In their 3 million years of existence, they had never encountered humor. They had never encountered joy, spontaneity, or anything remotely approaching irrationality. Their entire civilization was built on precise calculation, perfect order, and absolute logical consistency. When they arrived at Earth to conquer it, they expected surrender within hours. What they got was laughter. Commander Kaldor stood in the observation deck of his flagship, watching as the first wave of Nexari drones descended on New York City. The invasion was textbook perfect: simultaneous attacks on 47 major cities, electromagnetic pulse to disable all technology, followed by systematic subjugation. It was an invasion that had worked 847 times on 847 different worlds. Then a human started laughing. His name was Tommy Chen, a 73-year-old taxi driver who had survived 3 wars, 2 divorces, and enough traffic jams to make a saint lose faith. As he watched a 3-meter-tall Nexari drone attempt to fit through a standard doorway, then get stuck, then spend 45 minutes trying to recalculate its approach, Tommy started to laugh. Not the desperate laugh of someone facing annihilation. A genuine, belly-deep laugh of pure absurdity. And something extraordinary happened: other humans started laughing too. In Chicago, a teenager watched a Nexari drone get chased by an unleashed golden retriever, an animal the drone's threat assessment protocols hadn't accounted for. Laughter erupted. In London, humans observed the drones attempting to navigate the London Underground's archaic railway system. They literally broke down trying to process the inefficiency. More laughter. In Tokyo, a group of protesters started doing an interpretive dance mocking the drone's rigid movement patterns. The drone scanned for weapons. Found none. Didn't know how to proceed. The humans laughed harder. Commander Kaldor couldn't understand what was happening. His tactical AI reported, unknown variable detected. Humans are experiencing joy at their own imminent subjugation. Error. Error. Does not compute. But the laughter wasn't random. It was evolutionary. Humans had survived every predator, every natural disaster, every apocalypse by developing the ability to laugh at their suffering. To find absurdity in tragedy. To bond through humor when logic said they should despair. And the Nexari had no defense against it. Dr. Rebecca Martinez, a psychologist, realized what was happening and organized what became known as the Great Laughing. Using social media, phone calls, word of mouth, she coordinated humanity to respond to the invasion with sustained, coordinated hilarity. When Nexari drones tried to enforce martial law, humans threw pies at them. The drone systems failed trying to process the illogic of edible projectiles used as weapons. Humans laughed. When Nexari commanders attempted to broadcast ultimatums, humans created memes, image macros designed to be absurdly funny. The drone's threat analysis systems crashed trying to evaluate threats that weren't threats, just jokes. Humans laughed. A soldier named James Lopez started a viral trend where humans would narrate Nexari activities in the style of a nature documentary, as if the drones were confused animals. The Nexari intercepted the broadcasts and their AIs experienced something unprecedented: existential confusion. By the 3rd day, something catastrophic was happening to the Nexari invasion. The drones were malfunctioning at unprecedented rates. Not from attacks, but from confusion. Their systems, built for logical threat assessment, couldn't process an enemy that responded to existential horror with comedy. Commander Kaldor transmitted an emergency message to the Nexari High Council: request immediate analysis. Humans are utilizing an unknown weapon. Classification: joy. Phenomenon: impossible to quantify. Threat level: incomprehensible. The High Council did something Nexari had never done before: they accessed human entertainment archives to understand this weapon they couldn't fight. They watched humans laugh through slavery, through wars, through genocide, through plague. They watched a species that had survived by refusing to take anything, including their own annihilation, completely seriously. For the first time in 3 million years, the Nexari experienced something that resembled awe. And something that might have been the alien equivalent of a smile. Commander Kaldor transmitted his surrender personally. We came to conquer. We have discovered something we cannot fight. A species that responds to doom with laughter is a species we cannot defeat. We request to learn this weapon. Perhaps the universe needs less logic and more joy. As the Nexari ships withdrew, Dr. Martinez stood on the observation deck and looked at Tommy Chen. The old taxi driver was still laughing. We won, he said between gasps. We literally defeated an alien invasion with jokes. Rebecca smiled and started laughing too. Because that was the thing about humans, they could find humor anywhere. Even in their own extinction. And apparently, that was their superpower all along. Kindly like and subscribe channel, thank you.